Hi everybody, this is Bug-Ass Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Marvel Legends Thor Love and Thunder Mighty Thor figure. So before we take a look at Thor, let's take a look at her accessories. So first up, she comes with the left leg of the Korg Build-A-Figure. Up next, she comes with the reforged Mjolnir, and this looks really good. The handle is sculpted and painted really nicely, and even the cracks and everything are sculpted really nicely on the hammer, but they aren't painted on. This definitely needs a black wash or something to bring those details out really nicely. Would have been nice if they would have used that printing tech to print over top of these cracks as well as the sculpt. So yeah, it is sculpted really nicely, but it definitely needs a wash to bring that out. And finally, she comes with an alternate unhelmeted head sculpt. And the sculpt of this looks really good. Like, the hair is sculpted really nicely, has some darker paint variation on top that fades into that light blonde hair color. But the face, I don't know, it's not totally like Natalie Portman. I do see her likeness in there, especially there from the side. But there's just something that's slightly off with the head sculpt. Here the head is compared to the Star Wars The Black Series Padme Amidala figure, who's also played by Natalie Portman. And I think this head sculpt looks a lot more like her than this new head sculpt. The hair is a separate piece on this, so if you have both figures, you could probably take the hair off of this one and put on this one, because yeah, I definitely think this head sculpt still looks better than this one, and this one I think is 3 years old. Taking a look at the helmeted head sculpt, I really like the way this one looks. This is definitely the head sculpt that I will be leaving on this figure, but it looks really good. The hair is sculpted really nicely, and so is the helmet. The helmet is cast in marbleized plastic. It would have been nice if this was painted silver, but it still looks really nice. You get some black lines sculpted and painted on, as well as some red details on the helmet there. And the hair is very soft. The ball joint does hinder the articulation a little bit, but the hair is really soft. So taking a look at her armor is sculpted really nicely. You can see all of the rivets and everything on the armor sculpted on there. But the paint falls a little flat. As you can see, there's a lot of the base color, the black, showing through on the silver parts. Up here on the red, you get some black showing through, and right here you get some silver painted over top of it. The discs right here, the silver is not painted bad on this one, but it looks chewed up. The plastic looks chewed up. And on this side, you can see some red from the cape showing through because it's cast in red. That's my main issue with this figure. It's kind of minor, but a lot of the paint apps on this could have been done a little bit better. They're just a little sloppy. Right here on her stomach, you can see that this brownish color, the black is showing through on it, and then the line just completely missed its mark and went onto the black right there. She has the same issue on her tunic. The silver lines didn't come out that clean. You can see a lot of the base color showing through there, but other than that, it looks really nice because it has a lot of sculpted lines and stuff, and even has some leather-like texturing to it that looks really good. It also has a little bit of a shimmer to it. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but yeah, it does have a little bit of a shimmer to it. Her gloves and the armor over top of them also look nice. The rivets and stuff look really good, but again, the silver paint there falls a little flat. Especially right here on the knuckles, you can see that brownish color showing through right there. The cape on this figure is sculpted really nicely. You get some nice wrinkles, and then if you look really close, it has some slight texturing to it. It's very slight, but I do appreciate that little detail. It's also a very soft material, and I really like that. I wish all of the capes on Marvel Legends would be this soft, because this doesn't hinder her articulation at all. And then she has knee and shin armor. They're cast in that same marbleized plastic like her helmet. So now, let's go ahead and go over her articulation. She has a ball-jointed head that can just about look back all the way. She can look down all the way. As I said, she has that really soft hair, so that doesn't hinder her articulation. She can move her head side to side. She has ball-jointed shoulders that can move all the way out. She has double-jointed elbows that can bend all the way in. On the left wrist, she has a normal swivel that moves side to side and up and down. And on the right side, she has a hinge that moves up and down and side to side. She has a ball-jointed diaphragm that can move back just about all the way. She can move forward just a little bit, and she can move side to side. She has ball-jointed hips that can do a complete split. She can kick forward just about all the way. She can't kick forward completely, But if you do move it up and down very much, I do see this skirt splitting right there. So yeah, definitely be careful of that. She has swivel at the thigh, double jointed knee, swivel at the ankle that can move down all the way, up all the way, and an ankle rocker. So now, let's do some size comparisons. So first up, here she is next to her comic counterpart, and I really love the design for this movie version. I think it perfectly balances the comic design, as well as adding some MCU elements to it. Here she is next to Ravager Thor, and finally, just for fun, since I had her out, here she is next to the Star Wars The Black Series Padme figure. So overall, I would highly recommend picking this Thor figure up because she is really awesome. My only complaint is that the paint apps on this could have been a little bit better. They are a little sloppy. But other than that, she is a really awesome figure with some really nice articulation. So, that's my review. If you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.